Hi guys, so I just finished filming this drugstore tutorial for you. This is like a summer bronze, so I'm really focusing on bronzing the face. I kept my eyes super simple. I love how it came out, and everything that I used is super affordable. It's like the cheapest of the cheap at the drugstore. Like for example, the blush that I used and the lipstick, these were both like $2.50 each, and everything that I put on my face performed really well. Like, I really like the way that my makeup looks today. It is so pretty and glowy and just perfect for like the summer bronze. Like, it's so pretty. Also, I have to give a quick shout out to this Revolution eyeshadow palette. This palette would be perfect, you guys, for that Charlotte Tilbury. I used the Charlotte Tilbury Darling palette. It looks like this. And I used these three shades right here to do like a cranberry smoky eye for $8. I have no doubt that you could achieve this. Look, these are the tones that you need. Like, this is what you need, $8. I would have redone that look, but you guys just saw it and I didn't want to bore you, but I really want to do it to see if, because they blend out. I'm so impressed with the way that they look, with how the eyeshadows performed. But anyway, yeah, so if you want to see how I got this look, this affordable drugstore bronzy look, then just keep watching. Alright guys, brows are done. I used the ColourPop brow pencil in the shade Warm Blonde, and then the ColourPop brow boss gel in the shade Light Brown, and then I just finished it up with that e.l.f. powder. So for foundation today, I'm using the Maybelline Matte and Poreless. I'm in the shade 122 Creamy Beige. As you can see, this shade is not my current shade. It is too light for me. I didn't realize that when I decided to film this, but I made it work. So I'm just taking my favorite foundation brush and I'm going to apply this all over my skin. You have to ignore my chest. I used my Glow Pro, the body insert on my chest last night, so it's a little bit like having a sunburn, so that's why my chest is so red. So I am going to apply this all over my face with a brush, then go in with a Morphe mini buffer brush between my brows and on my nose, and then as usual finish it off with my beauty blender or beauty sponge. Alright, moving on to concealer. I'm using the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer in the shade Light Ivory, which as you can see is extremely too light for me. I'm going to blend it out with that mini buffer brush and then finish it off with my beauty sponge. I'm going to flip my sponge over though and use the side that I had blended out my foundation. That's going to help to blend out the transition a little bit better and make it not as light on my skin. I was able to make this work, and this concealer is a really good affordable drugstore option. I'm going to set that with the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder in the shade Medium Light. This is a little dark for underneath the eyes, but because the concealer is so light, this really helped to make sure that it wasn't too light on my current skin tone. I'm going to set the rest of my face with the same powder but in the shade medium with a large Sigma powder brush, and I'm just going to, like I said, apply that all over my face and down my neck. I'm going to contour my cheekbones, my jawline, and my nose with the NYX Blush in the shade PB11 Taupe. This is the perfect shade to contour and add shadow to the areas where you need to add that extra definition. For bronzer, I'm using a new product. This is the Essence Sun Club Luminous Bronzing Powder in the shade 20 Sun-Kissed in California. This stuff is awesome. You can see it. It is so bronzy, so beautiful. It is more of a warm tone, so it's definitely a bronzer, and it smells amazing. It's like $5.99. I highly recommend it. For blush, I'm using, again, Essence. It's called the Blush in the shade 20 Bespoke. It is a beautiful bronzy glow, Blush. I've used it for like 3 days in a row now. As always, I'm going to go back in and clean up underneath my contour, my bronzer. This is just with that Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder. So I'm going to grab the Revolution eyeshadow palette. This is the shade Fever. It's the Reloaded Iconic Fever palette. This palette, you guys, I'm using it to highlight right now because I did not realize that I did not have a drugstore highlighter. I don't know how I overlooked that. Like, I made a point to go out and buy all of this drugstore stuff and I forgot my highlight. But that's okay because the two lightest shades in this palette worked beautifully, as you can see, as a highlight. I'm going to switch it up on you guys and go ahead and apply my lip liner. This is the NYX lip liner in the shade Peekaboo Neutral. 9 times out of 10 on my lips for lip liner, I'm either using this or the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. I love this lip liner so much. I use it so often. It is just the perfect everyday lip liner. It goes with pretty much any shade that I wear on the day to day. I'm also going to go ahead and apply a little bit more of my ColourPop Color Boss gel in the shade Light Brown. And then my face is done, so I'm just going to set it. And I completely didn't realize I set it with a non-drugstore, so I apologize for that. So we're just going to overlook it. So just set it with the Morphe has a really good setting spray as well. So I'm going to dry that off a little bit with my handy dandy fan, and I'm going to grab that Revolution palette again. This is in the shade Iconic Fever, and I'm going to start with a light shade, and I'm going to apply a light brown neutral shade, and I'm going to apply this into my crease, just blending back and forth in my crease and above. You could see instantly that I was pretty impressed with the way that this blended out. So I'm going to take one of the lighter shades that I used to highlight, and I'm going to apply that underneath my brow bone. That's the only thing that I can say about this palette, is that there is not a cream shade, like a light cream shade that is matte. So I'm typically a matte brow bone girl, but that's okay. We will forgive it because it's a really good affordable palette. I'm also going to take those two shades that I used to highlight and go ahead and apply that to my inner corner. Then I'm going to take a little bit deeper of a shade, the neutral brown, and I'm going to apply that just to my crease, basically where I applied the lightest shade. I'm just going to build up the coverage and the color to the depth that I want. Grabbing a MAC 217 brush, I'm going into an even deeper tone of brown, a darker brown, and I'm going to apply that to the outer corners of my eye and blend that into the crease. This product, these eyeshadows just blend out so well, but they blend out and retain their color. Like, I cannot get over the fact. I really can't. I know I keep repeating myself, but they blend like a dream. So I'm going to apply all three of those colors to my bottom lash line, work it from the outer corner to the inner corner. I'm keeping my eye look very, very simple today because I'm just really focusing on my face. It's just a beautiful, easy summer bronzy glow. So I don't want my eyes to be overstated. So I'm just keeping it very, very neutral. But I had to show you guys the pigmentation of the shimmer shades in this palette. So I'm going to show you a couple of the shades. I'm swatching them on my hand for you. But then I'm going to go into an even deeper shade and just target that to add a little more definition to the outer corner of my eye. I grabbed a flat definer brush and I'm going to go into, well, I changed my mind. I'm going to go into this bronzy and do something a little fun, a bronzy shade in the palette, and apply this as an eyeliner to my eyelid. And I'm also going to take it to my bottom lash line. You guys, this eyeliner has quickly replaced the Urban Decay Perversion eyeliner that I have used for years. The staying power on this is better than the Urban Decay. So it goes on super, super smooth, and it doesn't tug, it doesn't hurt. So I'm going to apply this to the waterline and my tight line. It's the Ulta Beauty Gel Eyeliner in the shade Blackout. It's not as black as the Urban Decay Perversion, but I'm okay with that because it performs really, really well. It performs better than the Urban Decay eyeliner. So taking two more Essence products. This is the Essence Volume Booster Lash Primer. This stuff costs $4.99 and it works very well. So I'm going to apply this to my lashes. Then I will be going in with the Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effect Mascara. This is a great combo, especially considering both of them together cost $10. Like, that's insane. I'm going to use my tried and true. This is the Rimmel Lash Accelerator for my lashes on my bottom lash line. And I wanted to go back in after I let my mascara dry a little bit to apply another coat of the Essence Lash Princess. This works better and builds on top of each other better when you let the mascara dry between coats. So I'm just going to build up the mascara here. You can see that worked out much better. Then I'm going to grab a lipstick. This is also by Essence. This Essence brand is like bomb.com, you guys. This is Nude 01 Freaky. This is a gorgeous peachy nude lipstick. It smells good. It goes on so smooth. It's a very comfortable wearing matte lipstick. So that's it, you guys. I'm all done. I hope that you enjoyed this look. Everything in here is super affordable. If you have any questions, just let me